The Y2K era, which happened in the late 90s to the early 2000s, was all about low-rise jeans. They were an absolute cultural phenomenon, for better or for worse. These jeans sat extremely low on the hips, often exposing hip bones, lower stomach, and sometimes even underwear. So when it came to the style of these jeans, of course there's different styles. So we have the bootcut and flared style. Also during this time, skinny jeans weren't really dominating yet, so most of the jeans were low-rise, and they were either bootcut or flared at the bottoms. And then of course we had the ultra tight fit, so these jeans were designed to hug the hips and the thighs, often made from rigid denim or stretchy materials to enhance the fit. Then of course we have decorative styles as well, so think about rhinestones, embroidery, lace-up sides, and contrast stitching. Another trend that was pretty popular as well during this time is it's the exposed thong trend. I actually really hate this trend, to be honest, and I hate that it actually came back. I think last year I've seen a lot of people start doing this, and I actually don't like it. What Nene Leakes said, it's declassing the show. I actually recently discovered that that trend actually has a name. And the name of the trend is called the whale tail trend. So it's basically when the thong is exposed intentionally and it's visible above the waistband. Again, did not like this trend, but I get it during that time. Celebrities were the main driving force behind the low-rise jeans craze of the early 2000s. The trend exploded thanks to pop stars, actresses, and fashion it girls who wore them in music videos, red carpet events, and streetwear. And y'all know I couldn't make this video without mentioning the one for me who did it when it came to the low-rise anything. Britney Spears. She would wear these low-rise jeans in music videos like I'm a Slave for You and Overprotected. She wore extra low-rise jeans with crop tops and belly chains. On red carpet, she would pair them with tiny strappy tops, adding to the Y2K aesthetic. Britney even rocked bedazzled and lace-up low-rise jeans, making them a fashion must-have. Another thing that I really loved about the low-rise jean trend is just celebrities would wear them with the most simple top. It can literally be a razorback or tank top, and they'll throw on a pair of low-rise jeans, and it would just work. I feel during that time, it was just super effortless. It was just on the go. I'm gonna do some errands, paparazzi. They may catch me out, but it is what it is. It just gave a really relaxed look, and I just love that. Christina Aguilera was also one of the girls that rocked this look as well. She had a more edgy and risque look. During her dirty era in 2002, she was infamous for lace-up leather low-rise pants paired with thongs showing above the waistline. She often paired these with crop tanks, bandanas, and heavy makeup, leaning into the punk-inspired Y2K aesthetic. And of course, I can't forget about the it girl of the Y2K times, Miss Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton and her Juicy Couture tracksuits may have been iconic, but her love for ultra low-rise jeans was also memorable. She wore them everywhere, on red carpets, on the street, and even in The Simple Life, which was her TV show with Nicole Richie. Her look often included rhinestones, studded belts, halter tops, and designer handbags. One of her most famous looks was when she was wearing some super low-rise denims paired with a tiny pink cami and a trucker hat, which I believe was Von Dutch. Crazy. Really simple, but she made a statement during that time. Destiny's Child and Beyonce also coordinated low-rise looks during this time, often wearing matching low-rise jeans in the late 90s and early 2000s. But of course, their jeans was bedazzled, it had patchwork, and also lace, which became a huge style statement during that time. Beyonce also rocked them solo, pairing them with crop blazers and flashy belts. Of course, I made a whole video on this and how Beyonce's body during the 2000s was just tea, that she can just rock these simply. And speaking of body, in order to wear low-rise jeans, you have to have it. Being that the pants sit so low, below the waist sometimes, your body had to be T. You had to have a nice body, especially during this time. This was when thinner bodies were in, and it was just a whole culture thing. So the women that wore these jeans, they had the body to match. To this day, you probably won't catch me in low-rise jeans, but I do think they're cute. So this is outside of the jean, but I did want to touch on briefly the Juicy Couture tracksuits, just because the celebrities were wearing them and they were low-rise. And as I stated previously, this was the time when people were out and about, celebrities were outside, paparazzi would catch them on a regular day-to-day basis. I think Paris was the first one that I saw rock the Juicy Couture tracksuits. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she was the first one. Then of course Britney, I've seen Beyonce in photos as well, and they would just sit perfectly at the waist, and the look was just cute. This era of low-rise jeans was just super fun and effortless. I just loved the look. It was just a breath of fresh air. It gave me times were simple, the sun was out all the time, the girls were living their lives. It was just, this is pop culture. But of course there was a downside. There was a lot of body image issues when it came to the low-rise jeans trend, just because it was mainly marketed towards thin body types, making them a symbol of early 2000s toxic beauty standards. By the 2010s, people rejected the low-rise trend in favor of high-waisted jeans. Shout out to American Apparel for kind of starting that revival. The low-rise jeans era symbolized a hypersexualized, body-conscious aesthetic, which later led to a rejection of the trend in the 2010s. However, in the 2020s, Gen Z has revived low-rise jeans, but with a more relaxed, inclusive take. Celebrities like Bella Hadid, Dua Lipa, and many more have been spotted rocking updated versions of Y2K low-rise looks. Are you into the Y2K revival, or do you prefer keeping low-rise jeans in the past? Comment down below.